What is up, guys? It's your boy Ghostly coming at you with another commentary. This is the long-awaited How I Met Mrs. Ghostly story, which you've all been asking for. It's the one that involves sick, alcohol, and what is it? Sombreros. That's how I roll. Um, well, anyway, I was being a very boring person on the night I met Kirsty, or Mrs. Ghostly, whichever one you want to go for. Um, Pretty much what I was doing. It was the 2nd of July. I think I was in school at the time. It was about 3 years ago. I was sitting in the house watching TV, and I remember exactly what I was eating the night I met her. I was eating chips, burgers, and sweet corn. I know you thinking, Ghostly, you sad bastard. You remember what you're eating? I don't normally remember things like that, but I remember this particular moment because this is a pinnacle moment in my life. Definitely meeting Mrs. Ghostly, and it's definitely one of the best moments in my life. Probably one of the most stupidest, funnest, and most outrageous stories that I have. Um, Pretty much what happened was is I was sitting at home watching TV, eating my food. My friend came over. His name was, we'll call him Titface, and we'll call the other one Marvin. So Titface and Marvin come over, and they're like, "Hey, do you fancy coming around Titface's house for a party and what was it, and stay over?" So I was like, "No, no, no, I don't fancy him. I just fancy a night in." And then I changed my mind, so I phoned Titface and said, "Look, I fancy coming over. Do you fancy keeping some alcohol for me, and I'll be there soon." So I went on my way, walked down to his house thing. He met me outside his house, and he got like a big green. So he met me on that green, passed me a bottle of lager, and my other friend, Marvin, was there as well. We were just standing there talking. There was a couple of other people that were up a bit chasing chickens or something because they were freaks. Um, the group of people I used to hang around with, they were like metalhead style, so we were all like nutters. But I'm not into that anymore. I'm normal now, thank God. Well, as normal as can be. um, and anyway, I was sitting there drinking, and he goes, "Oh, we're waiting for two more people." And this was Mrs. Ghostly and her friend. We'll call him Dogface. Her friend Dogface and Mrs. Ghostly were walking up, and I saw her. And as soon as I saw her, I was amazed just how good looking she was. I was like, "Oh, I want a piece of that." Well, anyway, I was a bit shy, so I didn't really talk to her to begin with. Um, and what I found out is Dogface, which is a girl, by the way, was trying to get on with Mrs. Ghostly, but at one point, but she was went fast enough because I got in it quicker. Um, we were there, which was something that was really weird. Is when we went, we all gathered up. Then after that, we went into Titface's house and we were drinking. And his parents went in, no one was there, and he had orange and vodka. And his big brother, which I thought was quite weird, was like a year or two, was like I was down in it, and he was like quite like forcing me to down it and down more and stuff. So it was kind of weird as if he was trying to get me drunk, which was really weird. But I was friends with him. He's a giant nerd, so I wasn't really bothered. Um, yeah, so I was quite hammered. I get very cuddly and very sleepy when I'm hammered, and I was sitting in the kitchen, obviously giggling away, talking to someone, and I puked on a wooden table, and I actually destroyed that table practically. It was stinking of puke. It was all over the chairs. It was like his parents had to get rid of the table. That's how bad it was. um, but anyway, as this was happening, Mrs. Ghostly was getting a bit drunk, and she happened to do exactly the same, but not on a table, into a sombrero. She was sick into a sombrero. You're probably thinking, why was there a sombrero lying around here? I don't know, Titface was a freak, let me put it that way. But anyway, this dog face girl was trying to get off of that, and I was like, no, I'm not having none of it. So, um, after she picked in the sombrero, I was sitting next to her as she picked in the sombrero. We started kissing and necking. This was after we both puked, so it was a bit disgusting. It was one of those like kind of thing. But I was too pissed to even care, and so was she. And then pretty much we went upstairs. Um, Nobody saw of us for half an hour. I'm not going to explain what happened. And then later on, I kind of puked again, all down myself. Got changed into Titface's brother's hoodie, woke up in my boxers, which I thought was kind of weird how I woke up in this massive t-shirt that was like 20 times the size of me, because I'm only little, like short. I'm literally 5'3", 5'4", and this guy was like 6 foot, and he was quite like bulky. And I was like, woke up with this massive t-shirt thinking, what the fuck was going on? Cause I didn't remember nothing. I was in my boxers. I was really confused. So I was like, what the hell just went on? And then I went downstairs. Tipface explained everything to me, what happened pretty much, because he wasn't as bad. He was actually quite sober because he was the one that was looking after people. Um, and we sat there and we drank orange toast. What? Orange toast? Orange toast? That's wrong. I'm mixing two things together. We drank orange juice and toast, which is like a quinky dink. How I was drinking orange and vodka, and then I was drinking orange and having orange and toast. And we were watching Stargate and Futurama. He was a fucking nerd. I like Futurama. Futurama is a good program, but he was a nerd with a capital N. I know I can be quite nerdy with my games and my little voices and my little things, but yeah, that's it. And that night where I kissed Mrs. Ghostly, I was actually in a relationship with another girl we'll call Whoreface. Everybody calls something Face. Um, and I found out that she cheated on me before I cheated on her with Mrs. Ghostly anyway, which was quite crap, but I got through it, and then I carried on going out with Whoreface, and then ended up with this other girl called Tegan, which I'll gladly give her a name out because she's a slut. Her name's Tegan Neville. If you want to Facebook her and ruin her life, go for it. Um, I'll put the link in the description. No, I won't. I'm joking. Um, and then yeah, that's pretty much the end of the story. But then about, I think it was December time. It was after Christmas. It was the Christmas of that year that I met her. That we went to. I met her up in the cinema. We kind of got talking, kissing, cuddling. Went back to her house. Did some unspeakable things, which I shouldn't be saying because there's probably younger viewers. But yeah, that's the story of how me and Mrs. Ghostly got together. And I've got a lot more funny, stupid stories like that, and I hope you guys will enjoy even though I'm stuttering like a faggot on Smack. I don't know why, but I've got like a really, really sore throat, and it's like, because like, Baby Ghostly was screaming at me, and I was like screaming back, and she was like, ah, and I was like, ah, and she was laughing her head off, and I just ended up with a sore throat. So, that's the gay thing about it. You have a baby, you're going to end up with sore throats by screaming at them. I know that sounds really odd, but anyway. I hope you guys have enjoyed this commentary. I've definitely enjoyed making this commentary. I hope you guys have a very, very nice day. I will see you guys in a bizzle, shinizzle. See you later, fairy boys and fairy girls. I am out.